here we are at Route 11 Antique Mall, and we're going to go inside. And this is the newest antique mall in Hagerstown. And there's definitely something for everyone. You just have to stop by and look around. This is Luann's booth, and she's all about primitives. So she's got several booths here. So you need to stop by and visit Luann. Cool stuff. Next booth is more vintage. Vintage being stuff after 1970. And some things you can recall maybe from your childhood. Things that, like this table, would have been a 1950s kitchen. Kind of cool. But we're gonna go down here and see some more relics from the past. And there's some flower frogs down there. Some Fenton. It's a 1950s chair. Some old keys for those of you who do jewelry and use keys to make jewelry. Some books. Then there's a whole bunch of stuff for your man cave. And speaking of man cave, here's some more. Here's your advertising pieces, and the owner of this establishment does a lot of restoration on pieces that he picks up. So a lot of this is real shiny and new looking because he has restored it to its original splendor. And we go across here, and we are in Audrey's booth. And Audrey has a lot of primitives if you decorate that way. Kind of a neat way to take a wool shredder and make it repurposed that you can use it in your house. So that's kind of cool. Really cool old child seat. It's really neat stuff. If you appreciate things from the past. And there's some old gumball machines, really cool. If you remember penny gumballs, then you may not. Neat old lamp. A dough box. Old cradle. Another old cradle. Pretty sure this is a Fenton lamp. And here's the lamp from mid-century modern period. Although I do think it might just be the shade on a newer lamp. Some uranium glass, which is really, really, really the trend right now. People are collecting it. So there's plenty of it here. It's a butter churn. Just neat, neat, neat old stuff. This booth has a pretty quilt. A little table with a porcelain top. There's a Fire King bowl at the top. Here's some more uranium glass. Just some glassware. Neat piece in the back. It looks like Bristol. This is our friend Michelle's booth. And she does a lot of things geared towards men. She has soaps and lotions, and she's mixed in some old antique pieces. And she's got neat clothing, vintage. And she's got all of these products that she sells. Cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. She is a artist and she makes jewelry. This is all handmade jewelry. Higher end stuff. Really nice. And that's her little sign. And she's also an artist. And this is her kind of artwork. She does watercolors. This is the booth beside of her. And this gentleman will rewire 70s, 50s equipment to make it, bring it into this this era. But he has a lot of old records and things that the musician might enjoy. He's having a sale currently. So then the booth beside of him is a lot of vintage things, a lot of decor, but all with a vintage soul. They have a little Hoosier here. There's a spice box, a tin spice box. Then we come into another booth that's Pyrex and Fenton, it appears. Lots of old pieces. Definitely all Fenton hobnail here. And lots of it, so if you're a collector of that kind of thing, here's your shot to get some. Lots and lots of Fenton. This is Kate's booth, and Kate likes kitchenware and dishes, and that's kind of her go-to thing. But here's a stove. Beautiful stove from the 50s. But most of her stuff is mid-century and earlier. She's got a lot of glassware. And she's got stuff along the top and more glassware. So there's lots of kitschy things that she has. Well, that's the back side of Blue Ann's booth. Again, she's our prim girl. This is of the booth beside of Kate. I don't really know their name, but they have a lot of advertising pieces that you might be interested in. There, I think some peanut butter glasses there, I believe. So they have lots of little pieces, lots of smalls. There's a 50s motion light. There is a Morning Glory horn that would have gone on a Victrola. Just some decorative pieces to put home if you see something that catches your eye. Then we're going into one that strictly is antique. There's not a lot of vintage here. This is a pie safe. It's a copper punched in pie safe. And a step back piece. And there's a parlor lamp and a grandfather's clock. This gentleman does clocks, if you can tell by what you see and hear. There's a lot of clocks. Like the scale at the bottom. Lots of smalls. And more clocks. And more clocks. I love this. I assume it's a turkey crate. It's massive. But it's here. Then we have a lot of showcases. A lot of showcases. Lots of glassware in the showcases. And here we have some crocks and bottles. And I just recently found out that bottles are a big, big deal. There's a Fenton Barber bottle, I think. I'm not certain. And then we have toys. We have still in the original package, so they'd be considered new old stock. And then we have a coin man. I believe his name is Paul. He has lots of gold and silver coins and more collectibles and hall pictures. Then we have this gentleman. He's a resident. And this is my friend Gladys's booth. And she has very eclectic taste that runs towards a European flair. But she has some cute pieces. And her prices are really good. So she's got all of these. She just brought this neat little wagon in. I thought that was really cute. It's a repro, but it's really cute. And she's got some neat stuff. That bike up there would be cute in a yard full of flowers. So she's got some neat stuff. She does dabble in jewelry and clothing. And here is a Jim Shore Santa. And here's her little table going out. Then this is Karen's selling booth, and she's having a sale right now. And she has costume jewelry. And she has a lot of it. Good prices. Come see her. She did a great job in her display. She has lots and lots of costume jewelry. This is the other side of Paul, who has some higher end jewelry. He actually has gold and silver. Now we're coming up on my booth. And my booth is strictly antiques and primitives. And I am willing to negotiate prices on my things. There are cards in my booth with a name and number on them. So you can either talk to management and have them call me. For anything over 100, I will negotiate. Or if you want to do a package deal on something, we can do that. This amazing spool cabinet here, I am surprised has not sold yet. And we just brought in this beautiful pie safe. It's punched tin on the sides. It's at least 100 years old. And there's the punched tin on both sides. And then this is the other side of my booth. And we just brought this little machinist chest in this morning. And I have my ugly face jar that I thought would be such a hot seller, but he sat here for a little while. He's really cute. And then these pieces are still part of my booth. I have a nice jelly cupboard. These Fenton tulip shade lamps. We brought some new artwork in, and all of our artwork is oil on board or oil on canvas, and most of it's signed by the artist. So if you buy my artwork, it's authentic. We have lots and lots and lots of things to look at. If you're truly someone who likes antiques, I'm amazed that no one has bought this Fenton Vaseline glass basket, but it's still here. Have lots to look at. This clock does work, but you have to have it balanced. Right now it's not balanced. But we just brought this quilt in a couple of days ago. So there's an old farm table and wood bowl, butter bowl with the batter. Then we have a dry sink bag here and a seed box, and a butter churn. Again, lots of artwork. All of the artwork goes authentic. It's not bought from another country and framed. It's real. We have a wagon up there. We have two beautiful trapper's baskets. We have a copper goat on a sign. So if you have goats, that would be really cute to have in your yard. We have a couple of scales. There's the trapper basket. And some blanket chests. I think I missed the scale here in the back. There's a scale there. And an old-time camera. And these chairs are Charles Lamb chairs. So they have a designer, which are it's kind of cool. It's a bee sting crock and a painted crock. And then we're going to walk over here to our friend Jeff and Sharon. And they do all sorts of trains. They do lots and lots and lots of trains. So this is their booth. And they have anything you can imagine in the train line. So bring your hubby. This is the back side of my booth. I have two stifle lamps. I have this beautiful mid-century modern piece and a Hoosier and some quilts, a bird cage. Then we have these two cases here of glassware for the most part. Then this is our friend Bobby's booth, and he has a lot of salvaged pieces. Beautiful, beautiful salvaged pieces. They put a wood top on that double basin, tin basin there. It was really cool. But he has lots and lots and lots of pre-loved items and salvage items. And they're just gorgeous. He's got a good eye. And then again, this is the back side of him. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And then there are signs like this all through the building that the owner put in that, again, is part of who he is. And this is one of the back rooms. And this is Vintage Heart. And they have a lot of larger pieces. Some wall posters. Just a lot of bigger pieces. And this is another vendor. This is very, very Asian, but it's beautiful. Then I would love to take you downstairs to show you the downstairs. There's going to be an additional 2 sections. Phil, an additional 2 sections with up to 300 vendors will be in here probably in the next 6 months. I'd like to show them the downstairs.
Okay.
So that was the upstairs that you saw. I didn't show you every booth, but I showed you a lot of the booths, especially the booths that have true antiques in them.